I know this is an unusual video for me, but I'm seeing lots of people in my Ethereum, Illuvium, and ETH circles getting involved with this brand new blockchain. And I wanted to make a video just covering all of the basics on how to get involved, all the safety precautions you need to be aware of when getting involved with a project like Sei or any other blockchain for that matter, where the best websites are, how to bridge onto Sei, and everything else that you're going to need to know to get started with this brand new technology and why it matters. I want to talk a little bit about the technology of Sei, even though I don't have a master's in engineering, to try and help educate you on why this is an interesting step in the blockchain space, why I don't think it will take over Ethereum, but why it could be an interesting thing to consider when moving forward into the future of blockchain and cryptocurrency technology. The first thing we'll take a look at is right here. Sei on their website, obviously this is their website, so they're going to make themselves look good, has a really interesting kind of juxtaposition between the different technologies in terms of the blockchain. So we can see Bitcoin has 10 transactions per second, 20 for Ethereum, and 10,000 for Solana, and Sei actually has 20,000, so twice as many, but it's actually about a sixth of the amount of time it takes for each transaction to finalize on the blockchain in 380 ms. Now, that being said, I've been using Sei quite a bit, and I must admit, it does not take long. It's definitely faster than Solana. I've used both, and it's way faster than Ethereum. Obviously, I've used Ethereum quite a bit. It's got front run protection. I don't know a whole lot about that. The processing style and symbol protection are the same as Solana. So if you're super into Solana and you want to start looking at this other technology, this might be the time. If you prefer Solana, that is fine as well. So how it does that is because it has something called twin turbo consensus. And basically what that means is that it can kind of look at multiple blocks on the blockchain at once, which no other blockchain can do at the moment. I believe Monad is working with this technology as well, which just means that it can work on many things at once, and that's how you get that much faster speed and all the rest of it. So why does this matter? Now you can buy Sei on pretty much every centralized exchange if you like, and this video is not paid for anyone and I'm not promoting any tokens or anything like that. I just want to talk about the technology, and most importantly, I want to help you prevent you from getting rugged. I've already gotten rugged on a few tokens, not going to lie, I can be a bit crazy sometimes, but I'm going to help educate you on how to stay safe when getting involved with something like Sei. So the first thing we need to look at is the wallet. This is the Compass wallet. It is the wallet of choice for many. It is not the only one available, but it is the one of choice for myself personally. Basically, it looks and feels really similar to MetaMask. If I bring it up in the top corner here, you can see it's got my portfolio, my wallet name and everything is just the same as MetaMask. It's also got a little NFTs section, which I think is pretty cool. I'm all about that sort of stuff. You can exit out of that. Very, very simple. Once you install it into your Chrome browser, you will need to input your new seed phrase, okay? You can either ask it to give you a seed phrase, or you can import a seed phrase you already have. Now, there is nothing stopping you from importing your MetaMask seed phrase into Compass. But here are some precautions. Firstly, every single time you write out your seed phrase digitally, it is at risk of being compromised by someone else. If someone's watching your computer in any way, they can steal your seed phrase from you. If you lose your seed phrase, you would lose your seed phrase and your wallets for both MetaMask and Sei. Also, using the same seed phrase in both does not link them in any way whatsoever. It just means you only need to write down the one seed phrase the one time on a piece of paper. These two wallets will not be linked together. There will be different wallet addresses and so on. I do recommend you using a different seed phrase, and you should do this often and move around your funds every now and then, as long as you're staying safe with it, to try and keep yourself ahead of the curve. But yes, you can use the same seed phrase if you like. No, I do not recommend it. So, how do we get started on Sei? The first thing is centralized exchanges. Now, I tried doing this on Coinbase, and it might just be my account or my jurisdiction that doesn't allow it. But really, if you could send it here, it does work on Coinbase. Okay, there you go. You just go to the send and receive section at the top right. I'll show you. You go to the send and receive section up here, click that, and you've got Sei to recipient, and you just put in their blockchain address. That recipient is probably correct. Nope, it's wrong. So copy that from your Compass wallet. Type in the address right here. You can add that as a contact. put in my name, Jason. I don't know why I need a destination tag. And now that address is saved, and you can just send it there. I don't know why you need a memo. Hello. And then I could do 1 AUD worth of Sei, and I would send that all the way across to my Sei wallet very, very easily. I can also do this on SwiftX. If you're in Australia, that might be your one of choice. Binance probably does it as well. But most cryptocurrency centralized exchanges do support Sei and the Sei network already. So very easy to get it on there from a centralized exchange. And we move on. The next option you have is actually a bridge. Now, with the official Sei bridge, it says third party in the top left for some reason. I will drop this link down below, but basically this is the normal Sei bridge. I've used it quite a few times now. You can bridge from basically anywhere. Very easy, but there is one thing I need to tell you because I've fallen into this trap the first time I tried it. You do from somewhere to Sei. In this case, I'm going to do Ethereum, and it will usually default this to Ethereum. Use USDC. As we're going to check out later, a lot of the liquidity pools, there's only liquidity in USDC at the moment. So if you put over Ethereum, you might have a lot of trouble or you might lose a lot of money trying to swap Ethereum into Sei or whatever else you're after. So we would do source token USDC. I can actually connect my MetaMask wallet and connect my Compass wallet both at the same time. I can put in the max amount of USDC. I didn't know I had that much. Screw it. Let's do all of my USDC. I'm not sure it loves the decimals, so I'm going to leave it at 48. I will autofill the address, which will take it directly from your Compass wallet. If you're not sure, just do what we did a minute ago and click Bridge to Sei. It will ask to approve it. Make sure you type in the exact same number here if you can. I'd rather not hit max. You'll have to approve it. Oh my God, that's weird. Let's try again. I've never had that happen before. Maybe it really didn't like this. No, it really didn't like it, but basically you'll approve it there and then you'll submit the transaction and it will go through. It takes a little while. It takes about 30 minutes. Sometimes I have had it take an hour. After you approve it and then confirm the transaction, you do not need to do anything else. That will be your Sei transaction all the way through. It will just take a long while to go through. And then once it does, you'll have USDC on the other side and you can swap it. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. The next step, once you've got all your stuff and you want to start buying NFTs, where do you go? This is the pallet exchange. They have finally fixed it. It may have issues in the future. In that eventuality, I will show you a different way to buy NFTs. In this case, the most volume has actually been on the Seians. The Colony was the very first NFT project on Sei. I believe WeBump was second, and then the rest of them kind of came at the similar time, Seians being maybe the third one that came out. So these were all very, very early, and they're doing very, very well. You can see some of the floor prices have gone up quite a bit. Nothing insane on some of these lower ones. You can do what you want. I'm not going to tell you which NFTs to or to not buy, but there are always going to be lots more NFTs coming out. If you like them, most of them are free mints. Jump in their Discords, get involved. You won't get rugged as long as you're not spending Sei, but be careful on what links you click on, of course. This is the other NFT thing. It is Dagora. Dagora, you need to consider that it has multiple different networks that it supports. I believe one of them is Ethereum. So you need to make sure, I don't know, mine's set to Sei mainnet at the moment because I've clicked it on the left. But if you don't click that, you will see lots of different collections from lots of different blockchains. So keep that in mind. The next thing we want to look at is the most popular way to swap tokens on Sei. So this is a website called Astroport. All right. And I try click swap. Okay. Very simple. You can swap Sei to things. It'll show you really common things, really big projects and things like that. But what's most important is this pools section. It's right down here in the bottom left-hand corner, the little pools thing. And down here, if you drop down 24-hour volume, you can see the tokens on the Sei network with the most amount of volume. I recommend, oh God, I don't know why it's so laggy. I recommend sticking with things that have a lot of liquidity and a lot of volume. You can see a lot of different projects that have like $5,000 in liquidity. They are probably going to rug. Keep your wits about you. Anything over 150k liquidity is probably good in the mid to long term, in terms of not rugging you, but anything below that could rug you at any moment. And that being said, that doesn't mean these tokens aren't going to go to zero at some point. So keep your wits about you. I recommend only investing in some of the largest tokens on this network. It is very much a first mover advantage over here, so keep that in mind. If you want to find any brand new tokens that drop and try and swap for them, you can actually use this website called CoinHole. I do not recommend this, but the other thing you can use it to use, for those of you that are really into technical analysis and all the rest of it, you can actually see these charts for them. You've got your classic indicators, different time frames, all the rest of it. Use CoinHole if you want to have a look at some new charts or just see the charts in general. Very, very hard to see this stuff otherwise. Next up, we've got a bunch of different Twitter profiles that you should be following if you're getting involved in this network. The first one is at Sei Network, which is obviously the main network Twitter for Sei themselves. Next is nftlama.sei. I don't know why it should be following. Maybe I'm on a different account. All right, that's weird. nftlama.sei. Don't forget to follow this guy. He is giving you loads of alpha. He has his Discord as well. Recommend jumping in there. Lots of people will help you get to know the network, get to know all the projects without you having to watch a billion videos. So a really, really good place to jump in right there. Next is Seians. They were one of the first NFTs on the block. They're doing some really good things and providing some good information in the Discord for those of you that are in there. The Colony, as I said, was the first NFT on Sei. Recommend following this page as well because they have a lot of collaborations with other projects. And you've got Sega, which is got to go fast. Let's just go with that. Showed you guys that. But if you guys learned something about Sei, if you want to get involved with the network, let me know down in the comments down below. You can always shoot me a Discord message. I'm always around to answer as much as I can. On Twitter, I'm a bit less responsive. But yes, if you're making sure to check this new stuff out, be very, very careful. It's very easy to get scammed. It's very easy for projects to rug you. Don't invest in anything that you're unsure of. Make sure you're 100% certain, or you've got lots of people that you trust that you are talking to help you understand this different technology. And with that, please stay safe.